Ford F-150 has dominated the U.S. large truck market for decades, being the best-selling truck in North America. However, real truck enthusiasts know who the real number one truck is. Today we introduce the 2024 Ram 1500 and expose the truck's biggest pros and cons. What makes this iconic truck stand out from the crowd? Number 3. The American Spirit. The American truck market is as hard as it gets. Large pickup trucks are so important in the States that if you make only a slight mistake, you're history. This fierce competition has produced some remarkable results. Now we have the best, most modern and capable pickup trucks the world has ever seen. And one of the best of them all is the Ram 1500. This truck has never topped the selling charts or is sold in the same massive numbers as the F-150. But in one way, the Ram 1500 revolutionized the large pickup truck market. We're talking about luxury, style, and innovation. Not too long ago, pickup trucks were primarily meant for farm work and heavy hauling. With beds full of chainsaws, tools, and an occasional shotgun, these trucks were about as well equipped as a garden shed in a Texan farm. Times started to change with the Ram, then known as the Dodge Ram. It was one of the first trucks to offer not only unparalleled working capabilities, but also passenger car equipment and comfort levels. Now, in 2024, the Ram 1500 is the most luxurious truck on the market, offering a high degree of utility, unparalleled for a big truck, driving characteristics, and technology. And here we come to the main reason that makes the 2024 Ram a true American icon. Usually, luxury cars get a lot of hate. While popular, these vehicles are seen as snob cars and appealing only for a narrow field of not-so-pleasant-to-be-with persons. Yet the 2024 Ram 1500 somehow manages to pull the luxury thing off. It is as well equipped as any fancy European counterpart, yet it just radiates manliness. This truck is a true incarnation of freedom, of order, of the American spirit. Where a Ram 1500 goes, the stars and stripes wave, and you can almost hear the national anthem in the air. When you see one, you immediately imagine cowboy hats, boots, farmland, and the sense of camaraderie those things bring. Maybe this image is set into our mind because a Ram truck was the vehicle of choice for Walker Texas Ranger. However it might be, the spirit of the 2024 Ram 1500 lives on in its latest incarnation and makes it one of the most interesting options on today's large pickup truck market. Number 2. The engines. What would a true American icon be without a proper American motor under the hood? The 2024 Ram 1500 continues the theme of the American spirit, offering a glorious American powerhouse. Either if you are a vehicle enthusiast or not, you know the name Hemi. Someone might not know what exactly this term means, but this engine has had so much fame over the decades that some lesser-informed people tend to call all American V8 engines Hemis. In fact, Hemi stands for a hemispherical combustion chamber found in Dodge-made engines, hence the name Hemi. Usually associated with superchargers, drag racing, burnouts, and wheelies, these engines have been working hard in Ram trucks as long as they have been tearing up the drag strip. 2024 is far away in time from the iconic 70s, when these engines got their worldwide fame. But nonetheless, these iconic motors live on in the new 2024 Ram 1500. Let's talk about the numbers. The legendary V8 produces 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. The only annoying thing is the fact that it technically is a hybrid. Ram made this system only due to the pressure of environmentalists to look like they made an effort to make the Ram 1500 more green. Good thing it is a mild hybrid, so theoretically the glorious V8 does all the work, with the occasional help of a tiny electric motor. The best thing Ram could have done is made this system easily dismountable so the good folk could do it in their driveway and enjoy a true American V8 with all that eco-nonsense. The MPG is appropriate for a large truck with a V8 and it's 18 miles per gallon city, 22 miles per gallon highway. But if you want more power, more noise, more everything, 2024 Ram 1500 has you covered, as you get the TRX with the monstrous 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8. This engine is not a masterpiece of space-age engineering. It is quite the opposite. It is a massive metal lump of brute force and power. Being about as delicate as a raging grizzly, it makes EV owners shiver in fear just by knowing the fact it exists. When gas is applied, this engine spits out fire and noise while producing 702 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of space-time bending torque. What's the fuel mileage? Who cares? Nobody buys a 700-plus horsepower supercharged mega truck for fuel mileage. We would be surprised if someone could see double figures when driving this behemoth. But once again, who cares? Some trucks are just built differently. Oh, and you also get a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 with 305 horsepower and 269 pound-feet of torque. Number 1. The handling. A pickup truck is not a sports car. Let's get that out of the way. A pickup truck is not a luxury limo either. And while many strides have been made over the years to improve either of these aspects, a pickup truck is still a large hunk of steel meant for heavy jobs. Or is it? Well, 15 years ago, Ram had a different idea of what a modern pickup truck should feel like. We already mentioned that the 2024 Ram 1500 pulls off luxury like no other truck on the market. But do you think that luxury is just fancy leather or a TV-sized screen in the cabin? No, luxury is the overall feel of the vehicle, the build quality, but most importantly, how the vehicle rides. All those years ago, Ram did something so radical that it seemed almost insane at that time. They ditched the traditional leaf spring rear suspension and went with the modern coil spring independent suspension design. This step made the Ram 1500 not only the best riding and handling truck of the big three, but also a true luxury pickup truck. Thanks to the foresight of the engineers, still today, 15 years after that decision, the 2024 Ram 1500 is in a league of its own when driving quality is concerned. But even this American legend is not immune to criticism. Number 3. TRX. No, there is nothing wrong with this glorious off-road truck at all. The main issue is that 2024 will be the final year for the mighty pickup. With the environmental agenda crawling deeper and deeper into our lives, not even the special limited edition vehicles are safe from the all-fun destroying green tsunami. Avocado and almond milk latte loving liberals just seem to want to take all the fun out of our lives. The consequence is the disappearance of the V8. We do not want to be the bringer of bad news, but it looks like the end for the mighty Hemi V8 in its raw form. The end of the TRX. In the future, if we will get a V8 at all, it will be restrained by hybridization and electrification. So the 2024 Ram 1500 TRX most likely is the last one, and there will never be anything like it in the future. Number 2. Towing and payload. While a truly magnificent truck with exquisite styling and characteristics, the 2024 Ram 1500 isn't without a flaw. One of the major ones is it goes behind the competition in the towing and payload department. While the driving characteristics are second to none, the fancy suspension setup takes its toll when there is work to be done. The 2024 Ram 1500 can tow a maximum of 12,000 pounds, which is about 2,000 pounds less than the closest competitor. The payload is a reasonable 2,300 pounds. So if you need a truck for heavy-duty towing or cargo carrying applications, there are better options out there in the market. All that being said, if towing and cargo carrying is not on the top of the list of your priorities, then those numbers aren't actually that bad, especially considering that you are getting one of the best handling trucks on the market. Number 1. The reliability. We understand that the 2024 Ram 1500 is a new truck, and we do not intend on playing future seers on this channel. But historical data does not fare well for the mighty Ram because it was one of the most unreliable pickup trucks on the market for years. And it is not like things are about to change also. The Dodge and Ram brands are now under ownership of a huge European concern with the French and Italians holding the largest share of stocks. We do not have anything against said countries, but when reliability is concerned, the Ram is truly more like an expensive European exotic than a proper American work truck.